Sure. All right. Well, welcome, Michelle.
Hi, how are you today?
Hi, I just want to welcome you in today, and I'm really glad you were able to make it. And I just wanted to, before we get started, I wanted to just go over a few things since this is our first time here. This is your first visit here. And I just wanted to go over the confidentiality that what we say here is privileged information, and what you share with me is will be kept confidential. There are a couple reasons where maybe um, if there's something that I would find might be self-harming for you, or something that could be potentially to protect someone else, that might be a case there where I wouldn't be able to keep that confidential. But just wanted you to be aware before we started that that's the intent, is that we would keep this a confidential conversation.
Thank you.
All right. So, I just wanted to kind of open up and let you know that I'm here for you, and I want to just give this time to you and let you start by sharing, what brings you here today and what's on your mind.
Well, I did just want to talk about some recent issues that have been present with me. Whereas I recently found out that I was diagnosed with HIV, and my partner does not know yet. And so I was wondering, could my is that something that could be transmitted
Mhm.
to my partner? I don't know what to do with in that regard also. And then on top of dealing with depression issues and
Mhm.
going out at work on disability, it's and sometimes because I'm so overwhelmed, there's thoughts of suicide that occurs, and so I'm just very emotional and dealing with a lot of issues and challenges.
Sure. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that, Michelle. I can see you have a lot going on and it's really heavy. So I definitely understand that. Before we go into it too much, I just wanted to see, have you tried to hurt yourself before, or I want to talk about that a little with you.
Uh, when I found out about the depression and then that I would need the medications
Mm-hmm.
and then learning about the HIV, like,
Right.
yeah, at first I had the thoughts about cutting, like my
Mhm.
wrists and things like that, because I
Mhm.
didn't know how to cope with all of the diagnosis.
Right. Are you still thinking about that? Is that something that you have a plan for, or you have a way to do it, to hurt yourself or to kill yourself?
I actually had a plan in place that I was going to wait till no one was home
Mm-hmm.
and then, just try to either over medicate or just jump out the window. I were two things that I was thinking how I could make this work.
Okay, Michelle. Are you still thinking of that? Is that something that's still current on your thought?
At this moment, as we're talking right now, no,
Okay.
but sometime when I'm just sitting at home wondering about what to do with the new diagnosis with the HIV, sometimes I start to feel these thoughts that come across me.
Michelle, do you have anybody, and thank you for sharing that with me. That's a lot to share, and that's so brave of you to tell me, and I take that very seriously. Have you shared that with anybody else, a trusted friend or a family member?
No, I haven't, and I'm also afraid because I'm afraid that once my friend finds out about it, that it'll be a form of abandonment and leave because of this.
When you say your friend, is that your boyfriend, or
Yes,
okay,
mate. Yes. Mhm.
okay. Can you I want to go back to that later, but I want to just explore this relationship a little bit to see if that, I think that's a big part of what's going on. Can you tell me about your relationship with this person? What kind of a person he is? Like, can you like characterize that a little bit?
Um, yes. So for about 10 years, we've been together. And before that person, I had met another person, but I just wonder how he would handle knowing that this, like AIDS, I mean, that HIV is so heavy. It's life changing. It could impact his life, or what if
Right.
it's something that could have been contracted, or he could get like how would all of that work? So those thoughts also weigh on me mentally and creates the issues of suicide ideation as well.
Right. Do you think he has the right to know? Have you thought about that? That that's something he should know about, the risk?
Um, yeah, I think that he has the right to know, but I don't know. I I don't know how to share this or what would happen
Yeah.
once it was disclosed, or the family how they would respond,
Mm-hmm.
or other friends once they heard about it
Right.
and it started to get out. And so because of that, I'm just so overwhelmed. It causes me to just want to not be here anymore, or to
Yeah.
become non-existent. I don't have to carry the weight of this.
Do you have somebody or perhaps your boyfriend that you trust? I know it's a big life changer and it's scary for sure. But is he somebody you feel like you can trust with this information, or do you have somebody you feel like you can trust with this information?
No, because once he finds out about this,
Mm,
there's a chance that he would leave because he could be impacted also.
yeah,
Or, worry, am I going to contract this also?
yeah.
So it's kind of difficult, and so I haven't shared with anyone these thoughts.
You are carrying so much right now, Michelle. That's a lot of really serious stuff that you've got going on. I want to. It's time to wrap it up, but we will we'll meet later and talk more.
Thank you.
Our time's up. So, I mean, obviously, I would have never left you hanging like that. But you did a good job.
The recording is still on.
I know. Aren't we supposed to
Yeah,
talk about
No,
right.
it in the
no, we're
recording?
not. No, I
Okay.
emailed him about that and he said no.